talk to you a little bit about harnesses. And for our traditional harnesses, they clip on the dog's back, and they're great at getting the pressure off their neck, but they don't do anything to discourage pulling. And it takes a little while for us to teach our dogs, train them not to pull. So in the meantime, it can be nice for them to have a harness that's going to reduce pulling. And you can also choose to keep the harness on longer term if you'd like as well. So I carry a couple different harnesses that instead of clipping on the back, they actually clip on the dog's chest. So this is called the balance harness. Keep coming up. Up. And it's has a few attachment points here. And when we go to clip on the leash, we're going to clip right here. How's it sit? Right here on the front and not on the back. This one does actually have two connection points, so I can clip on the front and the back to give me lots of control if I had a big dog, or if I had my dog on a tie out, or I wanted to give them more freedom, I could use a back clip. So it's nice that the balance harness has that option. There's another one here called the Sensation harness, and it's really easy to put on, just like a collar, goes over your dog's neck, and then we clip it underneath their legs. And only thing with this is that it's not adjusted correctly and above your dog's shoulders, it could restrict a little bit of movement. So I do recommend the balance harness over the Sensation harness, but the Sensation harness is cheaper, is easier to use, very effective. But we do have this option as well as a balance harness. So food for thought for both of them. There are some other ones out there like the Freedom harness. And it's available at some of the local stores. It's kind of, for me, a little bit in between the two. And just so you see here, the Sensation harness does come in wider straps. So it's just the really tiny dogs that's nice and slim for their little bodies. And then as they get bigger, it gets a little wider, which is easier for our hands to clip. Biggest complaint people have about front connection harnesses is that it gets underneath their dog's leg because the dog's walking on a loose leash, so there's lots of slack. We can easily train our dogs to step over those.